For this exhibition, Magic City, I wanted to touch on a different array of topics from identity, background, culture, nightlife, gentrification, architecture, immigration, economic mobility, and what's really happening, climate change. I wanted to create an exhibition that I want to see. It's like a common saying that you see around. It says, create the book that you want to read, or write the book that you want to read. I'm Ronald Sanchez. I am curator and arts administrator. I co-founded a space in Little Haiti in Miami. It's called Laundromat Art Space, with a focus of fostering the development and growth of local artists.
My name's Stephanie Siver, and my most current project is a series of miniature 3D paintings that depict buildings in Miami's ungentrified areas. In Miami, historically, there is no balance between progress and the preservation of cultural heritage. I have a very different definition of progress than I'm sure the developers who are causing all this rapid change in Miami do.
My name is Claudio Marcotulli. I'm an artist, a filmmaker, an explorer, an aviator, and I work in different mediums, especially luminic sculptures these days. I can say that my work relates to Miami. I think there are many ways. I like to explore aviation and different mediums that fly. And I feel that Miami is a port, and not only ships and big boats and airplanes, of course, but space. And so it's close to the Kennedy Space Center, and I'm sure it gets influenced by the economics around that.
Soy Julia Zurilla. Mi principal cuerpo de trabajo es en video, pero también utilizo la fotografía, los textiles, la palabra escrita. Me interesan las relaciones entre diferentes imágenes. Utilizo collage y la edición para crear nuevos significados y cuestionar ideas sobre pertenencia y medio ambiente. Siempre he trabajado con imágenes de archivo familiar anteriores a que yo naciera. Imágenes de Venezuela y España mayormente. Desde que me mudé definitivamente a Miami, comencé a hacerme de un archivo de esos mismos años, pero en el sur de Florida. Es una forma de familiarizarme con el espacio y también trabajar con el miedo y la fascinación que me produce el clima de Miami.
My name is Chantae Wright. I'm a multimedia painter. I make work that is geared around the female perspective within the everyday. So my work is performative, which basically is a form of disidentification. So I'm really thinking about how identity itself is performative within mainstream culture, right? So I create these enactments that really focuses on embodying this notion around existing truthfully. And how we uphold these protective mechanisms that we need to coexist, sometimes simply just to exist within the everyday.
My name is Pablo Matute. The type of work that I make are drawings on unique surfaces that are very different to what traditional drawings have shown in the past. I work with a lot of wood, a lot of industrial materials like sheetrock and concrete wood panels. and I work primarily in charcoal.
We're here at Doral Contemporary Art Museum at this exhibition called Magic City Contemporary Visions of Miami, an exhibition that I put together touching on an array of topics that create the essence of what Miami really is.
We start our journey in 2012 organizing art exhibition in unusual spaces like warehouses or public spaces. In 2017, we officially became a museum of contemporary art. Since then, we have worked hard to build a community and to be able to bring high-quality exhibition, special projects, festivals, and educational programs for the residents and visitors with the support of the Miami-Dade County Department of Cultural Affairs.
I love showing artwork in non-art places, or previously were not art places and they just became a place for art to be shown. I think art belongs everywhere. Art's not in museums and galleries. Art can be found anywhere. And being in a place like Cityplace Doral is random, but it's also great because you never know who could walk through those doors. And the person who walks through those doors came here by mistake, but they saw something that changes their life. Art is like a mind-altering drug. My name is Dre Martinez, and I make things. I create paintings sculpturally through paint. I also find things, glue them together. I just create stories with my work.
I have a terrific experience working with Dorcam and Ron, the curator of the show. It's been a pleasure. I love this space. The space is gorgeous. And I think it was a big challenge to actually develop a consistency in the narrative between different artists that are present in the walls of this huge space.
The Doral Contemporary Art Museum pop-up exhibition space at Cityplace Doral serves as a cultural hub for the West Miami-Dade County community. Through our curatorial and educational initiatives, we provide support to the artists as we foster cultural values.
My experience with DoorCam has been fantastic. I came to visit the space months ago when it still was a construction site, and then a couple months later it was like art space. My name is Mark Herrera, and I'm a sculptor, painter. I make site-specific installations and use found objects. So this body of work that was made for DoorCam is about immigration, and I kind of have this experience where I'm both the son of immigrants and also Coast Guard. So it kind of illustrates that tension that I experience between being fortunate enough to have become a citizen of this country, but also empathizing with those who are trying to flee or leave a nation that isn't safe.
Well, this drawing comes from a series called Foundations, and the drawings themselves are of abstract bricks that have been removed or dislodged from their structures. A lot of the building that you would see around Miami, their foundations are primarily bricks. And this removal of the brick is sort of like a metaphor to a lot of what's happening in Miami, the gentrification and the urban developments that are pushing out a lot of the community, people who have been here all their lives and who have cultivated and created a life here. I feel that are being replaced with commercial shops and high-rises that inflate property taxes and inflate rent. And I feel like this piece is sort of like a big, hey, like this is happening and this is going to continue to happen unless we address it. So I feel like this piece creates a dialogue with what's happening with the gentrification and all this urban development.
En esta serie de obras trabajo con el concepto de la visión binocular. 2 imágenes distintas, una de vacaciones familiares idílicas en el sur de Florida, con otra que muestra el mismo lugar en tiempos actuales, pero en el momento justo que se produce un evento climático desastroso. Estas 2 imágenes, de alguna manera, proponen una reflexión acerca de nuestra propia vulnerabilidad ante la naturaleza y nuestra responsabilidad en esto.
It brings a sort of grittiness to Miami that it's really needed for a show about Miami. There's nothing more Miami than being loud, obnoxious, glamorous, but also there's a very dark side of Miami that is very needed to represent.
When someone sees my work, especially if they're from Miami, I hope that they feel a sense of Miami, number one, the old Miami, the real Miami, the dirty, grimy, non-glamorized, real place. I also hope they recognize it from, oh, hey, that's the place I passed on my way home from work. Oh, I got in a really bad fender bender in front of that building. Oh, I had my first kiss near there. So it's those memories that I hope that they think of.
Black Daddy, in jail for 20. Black Mama, X, Y, and Z. Who's winning? Your skin may be of lighter pigment, but duality knows no difference. Indifference, when in reality we all die the same. So what's the point of unrequited attention? Who's listening? Pause game.
Yeah.